Robbers don't just steal your belongings. Some say they steal your sense of security, too.
Contact 5 investigator Maris Badcock decided to find out where most robberies occurred in our area, and she's joining us live now with those details. Maris?
We looked at 7 years of robbery crimes throughout our entire coverage area. Not only did we find out where you're most likely to be robbed, we found where that crime was most likely to go unsolved.
911, where's your emergency?
Yes, Miss 795, baby, there go one guy, he's coming to your restaurant, he had one gun in his hand.
My first instinct was like, turn around and run.
One guy, he's coming with his gun.
But then I was like, if I turn my back, he's gonna shoot me in my back.
We need help, please.
Money, cell phone, keys.
And I think something happened when he put the gun to the back of my head.
In exchange for your life.
It was like, oh crap, is this how I'm gonna die?
In Florida, Contact 5 found for every 100,000 people statewide, there are, on average, 100 robberies. But in West Palm Beach, that number triples to 300. And in Lake Worth, that number climbs to almost 500 people.
It all just happened at once, where I just kind of stood up, pushed as he fired.
Elise Bodie of West Palm Beach was a victim of a robbery crime last month when a suspect held up hostages at Souvlaki Grill.
We're literally just pressing ourselves against the door. We don't know if he's still here.
It wasn't until I looked down and saw blood on the ground that I realized that there was a hole in my sneaker.
Someone's bleeding?
And then I took off my Converse as we were waiting for the police, and the men were barricading the door, and I saw that my toe had been shot.
Police have yet to solve that crime, and robbery data shows they probably never will. In West Palm Beach, not only are you 3 times more likely to be robbed, but last year, police only solved 12% of all robbery crimes. The lowest clearance rate in our coverage area. That's lower than Riviera Beach at 16%, Vero Beach at 17%, Lake Worth also at 17%, and Palm Beach Gardens at 19%. In fact, Wellington, they had the highest clearance rate. That's where you're most likely to have your robbery crime solved. We reached out to West Palm Beach Police about their low clearance rate. They wrote back, saying, in part, we continue to focus on our residents to trust our officers to report crimes. Weekly, we develop a strategic plan distributed to all shift commanders for appropriate manpower allocation to the areas affected. Thieves want your belongings. However, many say they steal your sense of security too. But sometimes instinct takes over when there's a gun pointed at your head.
It might be bravery, it might be stupidity, I'm not sure. I just reacted in the moment.
Now, police say you're more likely to get out unscathed if you just comply with robbers, but we've mapped out all of the robbery crimes in West Palm Beach in the last 23 months right here on our website. Now, you can help police solve these crimes by remembering as many details as possible. Live in the newsroom, I'm Maris Badcock, WPTV News Channel 5.